Hey everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. We're on the test server thanks to Plarium, as always. And today I want to take a look, a quick little spotlight of Arashi the Riptide. Brand new champion, and he is actually, on the day this video goes live, he will be boosted in a 15x event, a progressive chance event. He's up against some pretty stiff competition against like Glakid and Duchess and so on. Is he worth it? Let's find out. I think he doesn't look, he's kind of cool, right? But at the same time, I feel like he's a little plain. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in love with his look. He's like he almost. I don't know. I feel like there's something missing. But what about his gameplay? Let's take a look. He is a HP based damage dealer. So testing this is really important to see how much damage does he actually do. We're gonna compare him against Ninja in PvE, and I've put him in my best HP nuker gear. For the most part, I'm a little lacking accessories for Shadowkin, but yeah, we'll see as we go. We'll see as we go. So 28% speed in arena, amazing. That's great. Really good aura, and that's very exciting. His A2 is a single target attack on a 3-turn that ignores 25% defense. It ignores shield, strengthen, and stone skin if he's under Veil or Perfect Veil, and if he kills an enemy, increase the duration of all buffs on him by 1 turn. He does provide Perfect Veil on himself for 1 turn at the start of the round. Great. He has a 20% chance to reflect all damage and debuffs back to the attacker. That's amazing. Then with a 2-turn cooldown when booked, he has an active effect that if the reflected damage kills an enemy, fills his turn meter by 30% and gives him Perfect Veil for 1 turn. His A1, fairly simple, double hitter, each hit 75. That books to a 100% chance to steal 1 random buff, and it cannot be resisted if he's under Veil or Perfect Veil. I think that's amazing. Then his A3 also looks great. 4-turn cooldown is long. That's the downside, but it's an AoE. Gives him Perfect Veil and increased crit damage for 2 turns before attacking, and it does single target damage. Ignores 15% on the first enemy you hit, and then it increases an additional 5% every time to a maximum of 35% defense ignore for each subsequent enemy. Now, it should I imagine it might choose these one by one going down the team order, so we should do the most damage to the person in the end. Possibly it will be at random. I'm guessing it'll probably go down the team order. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. And for each enemy killed, increases his HP by 5% up to 30. Not only will that help him stay alive, it will also give him effectively 30% more damage. I think it's a really solid looking kit. Let's find out. So he's got great base stats as well. Almost 24k base HP, 63 crit rate, some defense. Like I said, I put him in some of my best gear, and I've got a 5-star soul because it's the test server. He has 118,000 HP, 3.6k defense, 237 speed. He is definitely slow. 100% crit rate and 307% crit damage. So I've not got him fast. In fact, we can speed him up a bit. I forgot we've got a banner. So this will actually increase his HP some more with whatever glyphs we've got left. You don't have, funny enough, you don't have unlimited glyphs or anything on the test server. Although we just max roll there. Forever low on speed glyphs. I basically took the damage, the gear off my Frolny. However, Frolny's getting a crazy extra speed from being a 6-star mythical. And Arashi, sadly, I don't have any stone skin accessories for Shadowkin. Just never got any. Any good ones, at least. So we don't have full stone skin. So we've got the 2 pieces of stone skin from the Frolny set, but we don't have 2 matching accessories. So that might be a problem in Arena. We'll just bear that in mind. I just can't put him in stone skin gear. And we don't have any relics, obviously, on the test server. So I honestly, 307% crit damage is kind of crazy and almost 119. Can we get, let me see, can I roll up a little bit more? Just so we can hit, no, I won't bother. I was going to try hit the 120. Let's do a little bit of arena first, and then we'll throw him into... This is a nasty team. Let's see if we can beat Hades instead. And I've got, I think, a couple of teams we could try. So, first of all is with a Lazarius. In fact, that doesn't really fit. Let's try... Will we try him with Mikage? I mean, I think Mikage is quite a reasonable one to put with him. She will bring in a Shadowkin. This guy's a Shadowkin. Let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. We're going in with the Sifi and Yumiko. I do have to say, I tested out the Fusion, Esme, and her partner Modo, and I found them really poor in Arena. I watched Buzor showcase as well, and he ran them with a Lockout champion, and they did way better. So something of to consider. Is it worth running people at lockout? I mean, we're effectively against that sort of thing. Okay, let's see here. I mean, as you can see, he just got smacked. Nobody else got hit very hard, but you can see he is tanky, right? He's quite tanky just by himself. Let's lock them out. That will protect us somewhat. And well, I would say this guy is the greatest danger. Let's go 1 time speed. Let's see an ally attack. Now, Mikage, increased attack obviously doesn't matter, but let's see his A1. How hard is he gonna hit? He weak hit, of course, he's magic affinity, but we did put him to sleep, so it's actually not the worst. Stop him taking a turn. We will, I guess we'll just boost up again. It doesn't really matter. We'll wait for his turn. Let's see his AoE. So here, none of them have stone skin. We don't need to do that. Let's go straight in for the AoE. Again, let's go 1 time speed. Let's see how it looks. It actually looks quite cool when he's on fire under the veil, I have to say. I suppose killing him, actually killing Warlord is probably the least important because he's locked out. So let's target Warlord and let's see what happens. Here he goes. Boom. Decent damage. Again, the magic affinity, he weak hit. So he barely scratched them. But there's not much we can do about that. Let's throw over the Hex in case he tries any shenanigans. He's going to try decrease defense us. It should reflect a lot of it back. And again, it's a great thing about him. He's a tanky enough fella. Just being a HP damage dealer. It's kind of decent. Here we go in, bring in the ally attack. Actually, it didn't matter because he died anyway. And then let's steal some buffs. Or let's just weak hit again. Apparently, this guy has a particular... he's got a downside. He can never hit. Let's see, ally attack. Never mind, she killed him. He's got a weakness where he can always weak hit magic affinity. Little unlucky. Let's go in again. Yeah, his A1, having 2 chances to steal... If we don't weak hit, I think has quite a bit of potential. I do have a 6-star mythical artifact on her because the test server is a little bit imbalanced right now. I mean, this should be a pretty good test. Let's come in. Let's ally attack Sifi and see if we can steal her increased defense. Here we go. He stole the increased defense. The damage, not enough to kill the Sifi nonetheless, which is, a little bit underwhelming. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's a little underwhelming. Let's go with the AoE. She'll definitely die. I'm expecting this to kill all of them. No, okay. His damage isn't crazy. I mean, we can see that right here. To be fair, he doesn't have a relic, but nonetheless, his damage is not crazy. It's fine, but it's sort of the trade-off of being a HP damage dealer. Unless you're Taurus, in which case, you do absolutely insane damage. His damage is not bonkers. Let's see what he does just on full auto without any presets. We need to test his anti-stone skin, and then we'll take him in. In fact, this might be a good... Yes, this is a good team to try anti-stone skin. That's actually... We will manual this one more fight just to try that out. Sure, I mean, let's try... Will we try steal a stone skin? Why not? We'll try steal one of them. Bam, he stole stone skin. That's pretty good. You get 2 chances. I quite like it. Let's go in now with his A2. He ignores 25% defense. And he's got lethal, so he's already ignoring 25. He's got Helm Smasher. He ignores shield and strengthen. He's under perfect veil, so he should as well ignore the stone skin. Let's see against Samson. Samson has a lot of HP, but probably not crazy defense. 1-time speed. Here we go. What's he gonna do? 111k. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. He killed him. I don't know what level of gear we had right there, but that's cool. And it extends all of his buffs, which is actually kind of cool. I kind of like that. Now he's going to come in with his AoE. Well, bam. And because it's single target damage, it doesn't get reduced by the Duchess passive. And yeah, I mean, with Mikage, the ally attack, his A1, not doing a lot of damage, but it is, it's kind of consistent. His A1 definitely feels like it's more there for the utility. The damage is decent. He is killing people. Yeah. Initial thoughts for Arena. He's definitely he's not bad really at all. He brings you a great aura. He does have the potential to one-shot. I think not super tanky champs, but his damage isn't nuts, but it's good enough. It's good enough, but not top tier. Is my vibe. He's good enough to one-shot even potentially other HP damage dealers through Stone Skin. Pretty cool. It's good enough to get some kills, but he does have a longer cooldown. Yes, it will stack up his HP a bit, but he's got a bit of a longer cooldown. He's got good utility on the A1. The damage isn't crazy, though. Yeah, and he does have, the reflecting stuff back is cool. The speed aura. He definitely feels like, a good, but not absolutely broken type character. That's sort of my vibe. He feels good, but not totally broken. And he has Spirit Affinity, which is a bit weaker in the arena overall right now. There's a lot of magic, but if you do need a Spirit damage dealer, he is coming in with that Speed Aura. You know, if that's something that you're missing, it could be useful. I wasn't paying attention. He cut in. We tried to counterattack, but it didn't help. We actually stole block debuffs off of him. That's actually kind of cool. Um, let's see. Let's see if we can kill Odin with her. I mean, he took out an Odin. That's good. That's actually very nice. Let's see if we can lock them out. We definitely need to be a bit worried about her reducing his cooldown. So he can definitely take some hits. He can. Let's target her. Doesn't really matter too much. Again, pretty decent damage. She's got some cooldown reduction. Bring him in again. Bam, kill off him. He's a nice combo with Mikage. 100% he is. He's a great little combo with Mikage. He's getting some bad luck. He's not getting any resets on his guy, which is keeping us in it. Let's see his A2 against a Narcissus. Wow, that actually did a ton of damage. He might wake up and revive him. Let's bring in just his ally attack. He's really good with... she killed him. He's really good at Mikage as well. So, you know, that's definitely something worth considering. Arguably, he's probably the best. No, he's not the best. Harima is the best, but he's up there. In terms of arena pairings with Mikage, Dashiro's not really an arena champion. Neither is Ninja. Neither really is Michinaki. Iyasu is very strong, but very squishy. Harima is definitely the best. Arashi's he's a pretty good alternative. I'll say that. I think he's actually impressed me in arena, honestly. Because the Speed Aura is a perfect complement to Mikage. His A1 is actually really good with her. Yeah, he seems solid. That's genuinely for arena, seems very solid. Let's try him out in Hydra. He self-perfect Veils. This is another spot where he might potentially be good. So what we're going to do is this is my actual Nightmare Hydra team, albeit it's on the test server, so it's quite out of date and it's missing relics, so it doesn't quite work like it's supposed to on live, but it's good enough. Let's run, I don't know, 100 turns with Ninja, and then we take Ninja out, and we put Arashi in. It's not going to be a perfect comparison because how do we get decreased defense on this team? Look at the team. Obviously, Krisk can place decreased defense sometimes, but they have to hit him. He cannot physically place decreased defense on a decapitated head. The decapitated heads, unless by some miracle, are not able to hit a Krisk, so he can never decrease defense them. Ninja is our main source of decreased defense because of all the ally attacks from Mad Hatter, from Mikage as well. So he actually becomes our main. He's been very unlucky. He's not really landed it this time. There we go. There's a decreased defense. So he is sort of the biggest source of it. It means that without him, by putting in Arashi instead, we're going to lose a good chunk of consistent decreased defense. But it should still give us a bit of a vibe. Like, is he absolutely miles behind Ninja? Is he not? Let's find out. We'll let it run through. This affinity is also better for Ninja. It seems, you know, he's good against all of them. Arashi's going to be weak against these two. But yeah, I'll come back in a bit and we'll see how this key has gone, and then we'll do Arashi's version. Okay, we're coming up to the 50 turns and stuff went wrong. We missed like a provoke, and he got the cleanse out, and they got the poison cloud out. It's a bad time. So we'll let it run on another minute. We'll give him a few extra turns, which is somewhat of an advantage for Ninja. We just want to see like sort of how hard he's hitting, because Ninja ramps up. This is why I think he will not compete. I don't think Arashi's going to be able to compete. You can see Ninja's hitting for about 800,000 against Head of Suffering, who is a very tanky head. I don't think that he's going to be able to compete. You can see again, Ninja is hitting for about 300k maybe per A2 hit. Simply because he's ramping up to 100% extra attack, extra crit damage. Yeah, like 800k in his A1. Let's see him hit some decapitated heads or something like that. Here we go. We'll let it go, I think, to 60 turns. Just so it's a little bit more fair. we got a little... I wanted you guys to see the fully ramped up Ninja damage. Again, like, yeah, about 800k from Ninja with this gear. I'm pretty sure he's got all of his gear on. So yeah, that seems about right. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And the damage is decent, not crazy, but decent. There was, I think, 1.8 million from Ninja's A1 with decreased defense, which is a lot. This should hit pretty hard. Ah, you hit the wrong person. Of course you did. Mad Hatter making us hit the wrong person. 2.8 million there, which is again a lot. I'm worried about Arashi not bringing the decreased defense for decapitated heads. That's going to be a problem. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. 2.1 million there, and yeah. So we'll hit turn 60, which has been a very beneficial 10 turns here for this team, I would say. We'll be hitting. Yeah, stop. He keeps bringing in the ally attacks against this head. Oh, I think this is where that decreased defense makes a huge difference, honestly, as well. So there we go. 245 will end the battle. 250. 250. We'll take a screenshot of that. There we go. And we can see Ninja versus Marius. Actually a good comparison. 118 to 84. Great. Right. Let's throw in Arashi. Let's see how he's going to do. So we're not really going to change anything with the team. Let's throw in Arashi. I suppose we should... This move doesn't seem very useful. It's actually really not doing anything much against Hydra. We definitely want to prioritize this move here. The single target AoE damage would be really good. I'm expecting him to be a much more budget thing, and it's a bit of a problem if we're running him with Mikage. Oh, we've got this bug again. I remember this bug. Okay. Works. You probably have Ninja. I think most of you watching will have Ninja because they gave him away for free just recently. He goes in with his A1. I didn't even see him do any damage, to be honest. That's a little worrying. Here he goes in with the A1. Oh, wow. It was 70,000. Really not much. There's his AoE. That has a couple of big hits. I saw a 300k over there. And again, because this is a team that sort of runs without an AoE decreased defense. Yeah, we could do another test, I suppose. We could take out Marius and put in... I was going to say Michinaki would be decreased defense and a bit of damage. That would sort of clash with the Mikage, but it would be beneficial, I think, to this guy and not so beneficial to Ninja because Ninja's A1 is so strong. Yeah, he is really not doing any damage with his A1 there compared to the Ninja. We shall see. It's just really underwhelming. We really need his other move. I think Krisk might be missing some gear or something. He does not clearly have enough speed, which is not good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's the test server. We've missed a few provokes. Like, he was way off. Maybe it's just that Ninja kills stuff so fast that we're getting away with Krisk being a bit slower. That might be what it is. Now, he just stole ally protection. That's actually kind of cool. And right there, that's cool as well. He just threw 3 poisons back onto this head. I do like that. You also, if you don't have him with Mikage, you can also throw him into this fight, and he doesn't need increase attack. He doesn't need increased defense. He just does his damage, although his damage is not too crazy, I would say. Poor old Marius died, but he'll come right back. Oh man, these A1s after running Ninja, they hurt quite a bit. I guess we'll be back around the 50 turns. We don't have any ramping up. There's his A2. He weak hit. He did nothing. That's a bit sad. He can't get his 30% bonus damage either. I feel like this is going to be a very unfavorable comparison. I don't feel like he's going to shine in Hydra. And that's not just... Oh, this... No. Okay, I'll be back. Guys, we're coming up on 50 turns, and... Yeah, I mean, this has kind of shocked me. I guess, having had time to think about it more, I can see the problem. We know Arashi's A1 does not hit hard. Case in point, look at that. Mad Hatter, he brings him in for the ally attack, and he's tickling them, honestly. We know his A1 does not hit very hard at all. It's the utility of stealing buffs that makes it really good, and it does sort of enough damage to finish off kills in Arena. When it comes to Hydra, it's a disaster. This team, Ninja's A1 is incredibly strong, and this team with Mad Hatter and with Mikage is fundamentally designed to maximize the power of Ninja's A1. So it's really not well suited to poor old Arashi at all. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I mean, we'll come to the end, but like we can see his damage against a decapitated head. Whereas Ninja is hitting for millions, he's hitting for hundreds. Like, it's a staggering difference. It really is. Like, that's a Mad Hatter ally attack. Yeah, it's nothing. But yeah, I'll be right back. This is gonna be rough though, I'll tell you that. And there we go, guys. 60 turns. That's actually, oh my god, that's even worse than I thought. That is insane. We are about 100 million damage behind. He's doing like 100 million damage. Like, that's actually staggering. I'll do a shorter test this time because it's sort of like, I mean, it's only 10 minutes per run, but still, let's throw in, I hate that there's no proper filters in here. Let's put in someone with decreased defense. Let's do a Michinaki. Screw it. Let's give him best case scenario comparisons. Michinaki should be good. Is he slower than Hatter? Yes, he is. The Michinaki can come in like this. Should be fine. Great. Okay, let's try him with the Michinaki. Oh, can I quick battle? Hang on. I think we have unlocked. No, it's bugged. Okay. Right. We'll run this through for like 20 turns. We'll put in Ninja. We'll compare. We'll give Arashi the first shot this time. This should be a bit better. Let's see his AoE when because he is slower than Michinaki. Let's see his AoE when we actually land the decreased defense. It's gonna help. I think it's gonna help him an absolute ton. So there we go. AoE decreased defense. Here he goes. It's okay. It's not great. It's okay. It's okay. I'll run the thing out. We'll be back. We'll compare the two. Okay, test number 1. We're doing 25 turns. Oh, hang on. What? 25 boss turns? Cancel it out quickly. Here we go. 50.8 million. Yeah. Arashi. He's way behind Mr. Michinaki. We do have Hex from Hatter as well. We'll do a quick comparison, but yeah, 50 million, 12 to 19. Right, I'll switch in the Ninja, do the same thing. All right, we're coming up here for test number 2. Again, really, the exact same thing happened with the whole cleanse into the fear. Clearly, this Chris does not have the right gear on. But needless to say, I think with terrible luck, 61.1 million is a really bad run. But I mean, again, we can see the difference. Ninja versus Michin. So yeah, that's enough for me to say. Is Arashi good for Hydra? No, probably don't even bother, honestly. Probably don't even bother. This guy, yeah, he's really arena only. He'd be fine for faction wars. Obviously, he's easy to keep alive, easy to get him to do decent damage. He seems like he should be good for Hydra. I think he actually sucks. I think he's decent for arena. His damage is nothing crazy. Obviously, you see him against Hydra. His damage output kind of bad. What are people rating him? Okay, interesting ratings here from the test server. I actually do agree with the 2 for Hydra. Cool. These ratings might actually be kind of bang on. Yeah, good for arena. Sure, I'm sure he's fine for campaign. I don't know, he's nothing special, but very tanky. Yeah, very tanky. This is a sick passive for arena. He does enough damage in arena. He's cool. He's got nice utility in the A1. His damage, pretty bad, but it is generally enough for arena, and the aura is great. Outside of that, pretty bad. That's my thoughts on Arashi. Let me know what you think about him. I mean, it's a bit of a bummer. We had the good stuff, which is arena at the start, and then the bad stuff at the end. So, but hey, there we go. That's him. Oh, by the way, I did give him Lightning Cage to protect his Perfect Veil. I think it's good. Relics, anything to boost his damage is fine. You're looking for HP, crit damage as well, that sort of stuff. I gave him these masteries. Again, sort of counterattacking. I thought it'd be quite nice because he's sort of arena, so counterattacking and stealing off buff seems quite cool. Yeah, he will have a big problem with Polymorph, of course, if he's stealing buffs. That's something to watch out for. I don't know. I think he's good for arena and not much else. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.